Howdy, welcome back. It's been more than a couple minutes, that's for darn sure. The topic of today's video, if you can't tell, is actually Tom Ford, or at least my least favorite Tom Ford. It's actually a tie between two different Tom Ford quads. And my least two favorite of them, I'm going to do a video on each one, and you're going to see a definite theme as to why I dislike these two quads. Like, I bought them and I didn't realize how much I would dislike them, but I'll get into that in a second. If this is your first time at my channel, feel free to reach down and hit subscribe or like or both, whatever you're comfortable with. If this is not your first time, what are you waiting for? Come on. Okay, the Tom Ford quad I least like. I have several of his quads, and I can honestly say having this quad has stopped me from purchasing others of his quads. Like his most recent line this spring was, there was one called Arabesque in it, and it had two they were like eyeshadows, regular eyeshadows, and then two that were topper shades. So if you can't tell which one I'm about to say, which just absolutely annoys me, here we are. Tom Ford's Golden Mink. Let me show you guys this. Okay, so it is a toss-up between this one and another one. Which one I dislike more? It's about equal, and pretty much for the same reasons. This is Tom Ford's Golden Mink. It is a cute little quad, or at least it would be. The colors are not bad. I don't dislike the colors. Let's be clear on that. Like, it's not a problem with the colors. It's not a problem with the formula. I love these two. Like, his formula for eyeshadow is beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's this right here. Two topper coats. That's what frustrates me. And they look so pigmented. You see, it's like a rose gold and then a regular gold, and you're thinking, oh yeah, I can do a lot with that. Let me show you what exactly you can and can't do with this. Okay, we're going to apply some of this, but let's do some swatchings first. Okay, let's start off in gold, topper coat, rose gold, switch on over. Now this is actually still available in his everyday line if you're looking to invest. If you decide that this is something that you can live with. Topper coat 1, you see how barely any color there is? Topper coat 2, yet again. I remember how pigmented they looked in the actual palette. See, now the only one with any really definable color is the darker brown shade. And this one, and those are the two regulars, but these are the two top coats. You notice, like here, let me turn down the lighting just a touch. Okay, you see them? But they're not what you would call super pigmented. Now they look way more pigmented in this quad. They look like they've got some color on them. No, they don't. Let me give you a demo. Okay, we're gonna do both eyes, but one eye we're gonna do in the gold topper coating, and the other eye we're gonna do in the rose gold topper coating, just so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Now, this is not what I would call like super pigmented, and I don't think that this color was actually meant to be super pigmented. It is meant to be like a base color, a foundation color, prime color, whatever you want to call it. So you don't really see much of it on my skin, do you? Let's do the other eye. Prime shade. And this is his dry powder formula. This isn't even his wet dry formula. See, I'm being very generous with the amount of eyeshadow I am putting on these eyes. But you can barely tell I have anything on. Like, honestly, if I was looking for a concealer, it would almost be in this color, just to hide things. Okay, we've got this one in both eyes. Just to smoke it up, let's use the dark one. Sorry, I have been shedding and I still have not gotten my hair cut, so I have a little bit longer hair than I am used to. Now you see the color, it's not what you would call super dark. Like, I'm not really certain why this quad is still part of the permanent collection. Like, I understand he changes them out from time to time, but this is not what I would term like super dramatic or even every day, because look at this, it looks like I have almost nothing on. If I put it on a little heavier, there we go, got a little bit better. And just to be fair, we're going to blend, 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 so we don't look quite so jagged. There you go. That's it. That's all the payoff. Why am I even bothering becomes the question. Now, let's dip into Topper Coat 1. Now these you pretty much have to apply with your finger. I tried with a brush once. It was a horrible mistake. It literally went everywhere. And even now, still kind of goes everywhere. Like, this is one of those ones where when I finally use it all up, because I forced myself to use this, and this sounds bad, but I paid for it. Tracked it down, got it for a reasonable price. I paid for it. I am going to use it. But it's one of those ones when it runs out and it's gone, I will not be sad. I will not be replacing it. In fact, because of this and one other palette by Tom Ford, and now we're going to put the rose gold on the other eye, I can honestly say I will not buy any more Tom Ford palettes that have the two topper shades, because it's kind of like a waste. Like, these are not colors that are even really visible. And that's where it is. And I understand the idea behind a lot of Tom Ford is subtle, like sophisticated, soft, subtle beauty. And I'm down for that. Okay. We've got the gold on this eye, the rose gold on this eye. Let's even turn it down to see if we can. And that is it. That is the payoff. And as you can tell, you see this? The glitter falls out all over your cheeks. Doesn't matter if you use a primer that is for glitter or not, this crap falls out everywhere. And I mean everywhere. It ends up all over your face. So if I use this quad 99% of the time, I'm not even using it with the topper shades because they go everywhere. Like, I really want to be like, Tom Ford, what are you thinking? The cost of these should have a little bit better quality. Like, the eyeshadow itself is not quality. It's just putting two topper shades in there. Might as well just be getting two eyeshadows for that amount of money. And Tom Ford's not cheap. Like, I've gotten these on discount sales and like cosmetic company and stuff like that, because we do have one up in the Chicago area. I've gotten in there. And it's like, what word are you thinking? It's like really only having two shades and that's it. This is it. And here, let me show you. Exactly. You can barely see it on my eyelid, but that is the fallout that wipes off. That is so visible to anybody looking at your face when you're out. Yeah, there we go. So as you can tell by the title of the video, this is actually tied with another one of Tom Ford's for my least favorite eyeshadows. Ironically, they're both Tom Ford, and it's both a very similar formula. I'm going to do another video on the other one. There is no worse between the two. They're pretty equal. So I will show you guys that one in another video. I just thought I would give you guys a shout out. If anybody's thinking of trying Tom Ford for the first time and has never done it, it's getting an opportunity at a discount sale. Don't buy Mesmerizing Mink as your first option. Don't do it. You're going to be disappointed. Tom Ford does create a lot of amazing, amazing eyeshadows and amazing, amazing eyeshadow quads. Unfortunately, this is not one of them. And unfortunately, this and the other palette I'll review here in a couple minutes that are tied for my least favorite eyeshadows are always the ones you're going to find on discount, are always the ones that you're going to find online, be it on like Amazon, Tom Ford, Sephora, any of those, or if you go to some of those sites that sell it, like say I were to just do pictures for my Instagram and then turn around and sell it and never actually touch the product. You do have sites that cater to that. Even if you were to buy it off that site, you would probably never try a Tom Ford again, and that would be a shame. That would be an absolute shame, because Tom Ford does do some amazing, beautiful makeup. It's just, this is the letdown. This is the letdown where you're like, why did I spend that money? Okay, what do you guys think? Do you guys have a specific eyeshadow that is an absolute letdown? Doesn't matter the brand. Or better yet, have you come across this one of Tom Ford? Am I the only one that says, I wish I hadn't bought this? This feels like a waste of space in my makeup thing and my money. I mean, come on. Okay, leave a comment down below. I do always answer my comments. I go through them. Sometimes it takes me a couple days because of work, but I do always answer my comments, or I try to. Assuming they're not nasty, mean comments. I don't, but I haven't had any of those yet, thankfully. Everybody has been super nice and super supportive, and at least I have people to talk to about makeup. Okay, thanks. Leave your thing. Remember, everybody, wash your hands, social distancing, wear your mask. We are still expecting our second wave. I know a lot of states have jumped up in the amount of COVID cases they've had so far. So be safe. Be careful. Don't do anything that's too risky, okay? Have a nice night. Thanks.